Hi, boys and girls, second grade. My name is Jennifer Pozdzal, and I am the mother of Riley Pozdzal, who is in Miss Shank's class. And today I'm going to be reading to you a story called The Brand New Kid. And this is by Katie Couric and is illustrated by Marjorie Priceman. Have any of you been the new kid at school? I know I've been a new kid at school. I'm not sure what's going to happen in this story. I cannot wait to find out. Ellie McSnelly and Carrie O'Toole were running and laughing. Their first day of school was today, and they were wondering just what was in store. Would this be a good year, or would school be a bore? They kept fingers crossed they'd be in the same class, and on a big table they had to pass. They checked to find out to which room they should go. McSnelly, 240. O'Toole, I don't know. Oh, here it is, dear. You're 240 as well. They squealed with delight. Oh, gee, this was swell. 240 meant they would both have Miss Kincaid, the best teacher by far in the whole second grade. They took their seats quickly, and Miss Kincaid called the roll. Emily Allen, here. Tyler Entole, here. Peter Barniski, Raquel Brooks, here too. They went down the list until she was all through. Then she got to the boy who was not in her book. We have a new student. They all turned to look. His name is a different one, Laszlo S. Gasky. He's new to our school and the town of Delaski. His name rhymes with the town that they live in. How interesting is that? Please welcome him here. Won't you all please say hi? But the students just turned and stared at the new guy. His hair was so blonde. Why, it looked almost white. It stuck out all over. It didn't look right. His lips were bright pink. His eyes were very blue. He looked at his feet and he fidgeted too. He was quiet at first and then he yelled out, hello. His voice booming so loud it made Ellie say, whoa. The kids laughed. Gee, this boy was weird. Too different and strange to fit in, they all feared. There he is right there. How do you think that he feels with everyone saying that about him? How would you feel? I feel very sad. Now, class, Miss Kincaid said, her voice shrill and tight. Let's focus on learning and getting things right. She turned from the students. White chalk on her was her tool as she wrote, welcome back to Brookhaven School. Do teachers use chalkboards anymore? No, a lot of us are using whiteboards or other technology or just learning through the computer. It's so different now. They sharpened their pencils and picked up their books. All morning long, they kept shooting him looks. They headed to gym class, a quick football game. When they went to pick teams, no one mentioned his name. Can you guess which one is him? Can you infer which one is him? Only one sitting out. It makes me very sad, like I said before. I hope somebody plays with him. At lunch, Ricky Jensen, who thought he was cool, made everyone laugh when he shouted, hey, fool. As Laszlo was leaving the line with his tray, someone tripped him. His food, it went every way. The students all froze as they saw Laszlo's face with French fries and ketchup all over the place. Was that a very nice thing to do, to trip him? I don't think that it was very nice. So these first weeks were lonely for this brand new kid. They made fun of him, all that he said and he did. So he kept his head bowed and stopped trying to please and simply prepared for the next taunt and tease. What does taunt mean? Taunt means to try to get somebody to make them feel bad, like poke, 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 trying to make them feel upset, like poking at someone. One day after school, Ellie walked out the door and saw someone she hadn't seen there before, a lady whose face looked so tired and worn. She had tears in her eyes and she seemed so forlorn. Forlorn means so upset. Who is that? Ellie asked of a student she saw. Oh, that's Laszlo's mother, said Susie McGraw. Her son's having trouble. She might pull him out. The school may be wrong for him. She's full of doubt. Ellie watched Miss Gaskey as she walked toward her car. She thought about how things were going so far, about Laszlo and how he felt different and strange, and wondered aloud just what she could arrange. Wonder what she's going to do. I got it, she said. I'll ask him to play at my house or after school ends one day. The next morning, she walked up to him at his lounge. Would you like to come over and maybe play soccer? Stunned, he said, please come to my house and play. So Ellie said, sure, I can. Let's pick a day. How about Thursday? He asked with a smile, a look that hadn't been on his face in a while. Look how happy he is that somebody asked him to play. That was very kind of her to do. They walked home from school with their books in their arms, passing meadows and fields and a couple of farms. They arrived at his door, greeted by his French poodle, and Miss Gaskey was there with a plate of warm strudel. Look at that. Such a fun place to play. And that looks really good. I'm so hungry. I want to eat some strudel now. As they munched on the pastry, they made quite a mess. And Laszlo said, do you know how to play chess? Ellie said, yes, but I'm not all that great. That's okay, replied, and soon said, checkmate. The afternoon ended. Ellie said, this was fun. Laszlo just smiled and said, hey, thanks a ton for coming to my house and being my friend at a school in a town where I just don't fit in. At school the next day, the kid stopped her and said, you were walking with Laszlo. Are you sick in the head? Ellie paused and replied, now I know him, you see. Laszlo isn't that different from you and from me. He's terrific at chess and his mom's really sweet. Playing soccer, the guy doesn't have 2 left feet. He may look slightly strange and have an accent and stuff, but if you knew him, you'd like him. It wouldn't be tough. Carrie looked at her friend and she thought for a while, and when Laszlo walked up, she gave him a big smile. Hey, Ellie, hey, Laszlo, do you want to go play? And they all walked outside on a beautiful day. Oh, that was already the end of our story. Oh my goodness. So what did you learn from our story today? I'm thinking that we should not judge a book, as they say, by its cover, because it's not what's on the outside, but it's what's on the inside that counts. Get to know people and always be kind and include everybody in. Thank you so much, second grade, for listening to our story, The Brand New Kid, and I hope you have a great and wonderful rest of your day.